Welcome back, guys, to another PFS video here. I'm Logan. We have a very nice spec Ferrari outside. Let's go take a look at it. So transport truck is here now. I'm dropping off a very nice Ferrari F8 coupe. I believe this is blue Ponzia. I could be wrong. I will definitely get that right eventually. This color is so nice. We've done a few F8s, about 8 of them now, but this is definitely the nicest one I've seen with the blue and the black wheels and whatnot. I'm a huge fan of this particular car. I think they're over time they've really grown on me. So this car is receiving a full body package as well as some tint and ceramic options. So we'll get into and show you guys around the shop and show what else you guys got. Like mentioned, 2020 Ferrari F8. So if you think back a few years ago, we had the Ferrari 458, which was a naturally aspirated engine. Moving forward in the generation, we now have the 488, and now we are currently with the Ferrari F8, which is forced induction. We have a twin turbo V8 pushing about 600 horsepower out at the rear end. This is a rear wheel drive car, which is very cool. I'm really curious to see how the evolution is going to go with the Ferrari chain. So we now have the SF90 coming out, which is a hybrid power car. SF90 is supposed to be between about the $700,000 car. So will we eventually see a hybrid in the more affordable 300-ish thousand range? Personally, I'm going to go back a few years and I'm going to like the 458 chassis a lot more, the speciality and whatnot. I enjoy the more raw, driver-focused car, so anything that is a manual, naturally aspirated, things along those lines that are really true driver-focused. So speaking of driver-focused, older generation car that is a manual. Let's head in the back and see what our tech Richard's working on. I believe he's got an 05 Ford GT we're doing for our friends that just recently picked it up. So let's go see how that car's coming along. Before we head over to the PPF side, we're here on the vinyl side and window tint section. So we've got a Model X you guys would have seen in the last video. It's just getting finished, so we did the full body stealth, the chrome delete. It's now getting tint, Expel XR Plus all the way around. Model 3 behind Daniel here, just getting its tint finish. It's going to start with an Expel Stealth Clear Bra shortly as well. We've got Ralphie and Vince over here tearing down this S-Class S63 AMG for a full blackout package. All those miscellaneous parts are actually going to go out for paint. You can see they're fully tearing the bumper down so you can get this silver trim off here. In the background over here, we've got the Brabus G-Wagon we talked about in the last video. They're just finishing up on the full gray wrap on it. And we do have a Lamborghini Urus over here in the corner, which is just getting started with its teardown. We're going to start the wrap on that tomorrow. It's going to be a very cool color. So we'll get back to that car, or the Urus, in the next video, show you guys more of that. Let's go see what's over here on the PPF side. So white Model 3 full body Expel Stealth. You can see here our Technic has the rear trunk lid tacked down so it can properly dry. We have seen people do the rear trunk lid in 2 pieces. We like to do those in 1 piece, just so you have a real true seamless install. Like I mentioned, our tech Richard here is working on the 05 Ford GT. This car is going to be really cool when it's all finished. So we're doing full body gloss clear bra on all the black areas. The silver painted stripes are going to get stealth clear bra, and then we're going to add a satin silver stripe on the side. So you can see here Richard's working on the fender. So this car is fully custom. There's no kits for this car or anything, so it starts with a bulk piece of film and then is fully installed from there. So he's going to go through and trim up the piece and make sure it's all properly installed, seal all the edges and whatnot. Like I mentioned, we'll do the stripes in stealth, so they'll be satin silver when they're all finished. We'll come back in a few hours and see how this car looks. As you can see now, he does have the fender laid here though. So we're over here on the correction and coating side of our shop. We've got a couple cool projects that are just being finished up. So behind me we have a Tesla Model X. This car received full body Expel Stealth. We did a full chrome delete in satin black. We actually also painted the calipers on this vehicle. So if you make your way down here, we do have calipers painted in blue to match. Hopefully you guys can see that. We'll let Daniel get some B-roll footage of those as well. Other than that, we did the tint all the way around, and then it now is finished with our signature blonde ceramic coating. We have a very, very cool McLaren 720S with its coupe spider. I'm really hoping the camera picks this up right, because it's a black under without light, but when you throw a light on it, you get some greens, some purples and whatnot, so it's a very, very cool color. I think this is amethyst black, I could be wrong. And then behind the 570S we've been working on for a while, we finally got this car completely finished, so it's fully coated now, obviously fully wrapped and whatnot, so we've added all the orange accents on there, so it looks really, really good. We've got the full bore center kit installed, louvered fenders, the full front end as well, as you can see, full print design, and then the gloss orange overlaid on top. Behind Daniel here we have a Porsche Targa. This vehicle received a full paint correction, full nose clear bra, and now it's getting a ceramic coating over the full car. This car will also receive, I believe, interior work as well as the wheels and calipers, so very, very cool. Let's head over here and see what else we got. We've got our tech Miguel here working on the brand new 2020 Supra. In my opinion, this is just a BMW with a body kit on it. I'm just kidding. So the predecessor of the old Supra that we're all very, very known of. So this car received full correction. The car unfortunately arrived to us with some pretty bad scratches, some water spots in it as well. So full two-step correction, and then full body clear bra, again using Expel Ultimate Plus. All of the black plastics will get done in stealth to retain the satin look on those. This car also received the full radar detector installed on the inside. It's going to then receive a Clearplex windshield protection starting tomorrow, and then full signature blonde ceramic coating. Behind me, I do have the Ferrari F8 that I showed you previously, and the Ford GT that Richard's been installing some film on. Let's go take a look and see how much film he's got installed on this. So our tech Richard has installed both the fenders so far on the vehicle. He's still got to go through and tuck some edges and whatnot, but he's going to let the film dry for now, and then he'll finish up on those. I believe next he's going to jump onto the hood, so we'll let him get a little bit rolling on that, and we'll get back to him shortly. Behind me we have the 2020 Urus we're going to be wrapping shortly. As you can see, we've got the full bumper taken off of it. The wheels are out for powder coat right now. We did whip together a couple quick renderings based using the program we have up front that we showed you in a previous video. So this is going to be wrapped in a satin dark gray. We're going to be leaving a lot of the accent pieces in gloss black. The original paint in gloss black, which is cool. So like the fender flares, the roof, the couple front pieces on the front bumper. The rear diffuser is going to go out for paint. We're going to send that out and get that done in gloss black. Other than that, as you can see, it's fully torn apart. We've got the full back bumper off of it and whatnot. We'll get this out, and we're going to start on this tomorrow. So next video, you guys should see what this is going to look like. So hey, Jason, what do you think of these two? How would you compare them?
So brand new F8 versus the 05-06 Ford GT.
Very different.
So you're comparing a early 2000s supercar versus the latest and greatest 2020 car. So the biggest thing obviously is you're comparing a smaller 3.9 twin turbo V8 in the Ferrari compared to the massive 5.4 V8 that's supercharged in the Ford GT. Transmission is, I think, a 7 or 8 speed DCT in the Ferrari versus the more analog 6-speed manual gearbox in the Ford GT. This car has every bell and whistle. So you have a front lift on it. You've got all updated
navigation, radio, all that type of stuff.
So two completely different cars. You can't really compare them, but I mean, what do you guys think that the direction that supercars are going in? Because eventually this car, just like the SF90, everything's going to be some sort of hybrid. So there's benefits to all of them. There's some hypercars, one of the back there, that's already has that technology in it. Whether it's good or bad is kind of, depending on the owner of the car. Depending on if you're looking for a more raw experience, and like the Ford GT, something you can turn the traction control off and just slam it around everywhere, versus something more refined in the F8. I'm sure this car with all the nannies turned off and a tune, you can really skip it around and throw it around the track, but it's definitely two different cars. Both are interesting cars. So we'll put in the comments section, what do you guys like better? The traditional early 2000s supercar, the Ford GT, or the new modern technology Ferrari F8? If you had to guess, or not guess, if you had to choose.
If I had to choose between these two, I'm going to take the Ford GT, for sure.
I like the Ford GT, but that would be the F8.
I'll be way ahead of them by then, though.
Yeah. So anyways, comment below what you guys like to see, more of the analog supercars or the latest and greatest 2020 cars. But anyways, thank you guys for watching the video today as Logan took you guys around the shop. Showed you a lot more on both of those cars, and we have big update for Project Aston on the.
Project Aston, you sold your Aston a long time ago. Come on, we have an
Project
Audi R8.
We have Audi R8 project updates in the next video, and we're going to be filming a lot on the install. So thank you guys again for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.